Good evening, everyone. Today here I am to describe the teaching that I've learned from Patrick Winston on how to speak. At first, this slide that I'm going to display in a bit is going to give you a walkthrough on the topic on how to speak so that people will listen and your message gets understood and accepted. But at first, let me introduce myself. My name is Satyagramit Tujo and my ID is 181014484. Now, before getting diving into the main topic, we need to know what is the quality of communication or what is the importance of communication. An ambition with good knowledge can be in vain if one cannot communicate right. That's why career communication is so important. It helps students to acquire the ability to organize and express their own ideas in the form of writing or in the form of speaking. Now, let's come to the quality of communication. At first, we need to gather a lot of knowledge from our surroundings, from institutions, from the people around us, from the environment. Then we need to apply those knowledge into a practical form so we can get a better outcome. But we need to practice our knowledge again and again to develop in order to develop ourselves. At the same time, we can see that there are many people around us, those who inherit a talent. And so we think that they don't need to acquire that in acquiring knowledge, they don't need to work hard. But in our research shows that those who acquire knowledge and practice those knowledge continuously again and again, those people tend to develop faster than the people who inherit a specific talent. Now let's dive into the rules of how to speak. Now, how to start. This question always comes into our mind that how in the world am I going to begin my discussion? So uh, from the lecture of Patrick Winston, we come to know that about the various rules that we can follow to grab people's audience's attention. First of all, we need to give them an empowerment promise. What is an empowerment promise? It means to surprise them with unprecedented numbers, facts, or insights. For example, what will the audience get outcome from this? How can they apply it in their practical life in order to develop themselves, so that the audience feel motivated to go through your speech. Secondly, comes cycling. What do you mean by cycling? It means that you need to bypass your main topic more than three to five times, so that the people can catch up with you and know that what talk with that, and so that we are on the same page and we're talking about the same and what is the main topic about. Then comes the fencing on your idea. What does fencing idea means? It means that uh, there can be a specific idea which can come to everyone's mind, but the path you follow to achieve that certain goal is fencing your idea. You can give them an outcome that you need to follow this path to achieve this goal faster and more efficiently. This is fencing your idea, which can grab audience attention for a long period of time. Then comes verbal pronunciation. It means you need to uh, summarize what you have said so far to make sure that everyone is with you and you guys are on the same page. Now, for the topic that helps silently in grabbing audience attention is the time and the place. The rule is very fair and simple. The factors to keep listeners motivated. Now, what are the rules? These are suitable time. Timing is very much important because if we arrange a seminar at an odd time, that we cannot grab audience attention at the fullest. Because if we arrange a meeting at 2 p.m., then it's usually lunchtime. So people will feel fatigued and they will be demotivated to carry on with your speech. So we need to select a suitable time. For example, we can select a time that is in the morning, 11 a.m. By that time, people have done their breakfast, or we've done their personal work, and so that they can settle down and listen to your speech. Proper lighting. Proper lighting helps people not to feel fatigued or sleepy. It keeps their attention on the speaker. So proper lighting is a very must. Then comes check beforehand session. What it means is that as a speaker, I can know what level of tone I need to speak it and how to grab attention from all the sides and how will I deliver my speech. We need to have a proper blueprint before any session. Then we come to another factor that helps us in to grabbing attention and how to speak is use of proper props and slides. Visuals are good, and a picture or a good graphic is worth 1,000 words. Use of prop for better understanding. We can use um, chalkboard. When we write on a chalkboard, grabs attention. Um, then we can use slides or portals. Everything we can use different types of props to rather give the audience proper information. Less words in slides. By this usually mean that we can add images, graphics, or any other illustration which can speak an image can speak 1,000 words. So we can reduce that time gap and use it by using different attractive images. But while using attractive images, we need to keep in mind that the third point, which is not distracting logos or images. So there we need to be very sure about the image that we are using. We don't want to distract the audience from our topic. Then comes our last one is persuading. This means instead of making the listeners read to long slides so that they can spare more attention to you and only. What are the steps? Is proper use of hands. We can use our hands in a certain way that to show that we are very confident about what we are gonna say. You can use them openly, supporting what you're saying and conveying that you are confident in what you're talking about. Then comes to storytelling. What grabs people attention even after presentation is the way you portray your story that is related to the topic. People communicate through stories, and you don't have to capture the mind of your audience, also have to capture their hearts. People don't change their mind or understand what you're saying unless you put them into emotional pressure. That's how storytelling comes in handy. Now we can talk about the five aces. What are the five aces? It generally means that we can associate ourselves with the audience. The factors that are helping us is that we can use symbols for our ideas, but it has to be very unique and different, something to remember after the conference. Then comes punchline. We can use a punchline which is a long sentence, nothing more, but nothing less. But you have to concentrate everything you want to say on one strong line. Now, how to end our session. At first, we need to give a brief summary of what we have been talking about at the main points of this session. Then we can avoid with ending questions because people have spent a lot of time during the session, and if there was any question that could be asked in the middle of the session, that would help us to solve a lot of problems rather than solving all the questions at the end, which might also help in demotivating the audience to stay a long period of time. Then at the end, we can be very humble to the audience because they have uh, spent a lot of valuable time with us in listening to our session and feel motivated. So we need to be very humble and give the proper thanks to them. And we can also end it with a joke, which will help them to remember me after every session. So that is it. Thank you very much.